What's going on, Red Nation and people from every nation? This is Rockets Daily, brought to you by Fan Arch. I'm David Delano here. Go ahead and subscribe. We're almost here for opening day. Got a couple more preseason basketball games left, but we're going to be here. And if you want to talk Houston Rockets all season long, go ahead and give us a follow. Definitely would be much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. And as you're watching, want to know, how will you be watching the Rockets this upcoming season? A little bit crazy with the TV scheduling overall. How many of you guys actually have the network where you can view the Houston Rockets? How many of you guys are going to be season ticket holders, partial season ticket holders? If you're watching it on one of those third-party apps, you don't have to chime in there. One of those third-party apps that you're looking at it on YouTube and people are commenting to flag the video. Just however you're going to be consuming the Rockets. Of course, if you live outside of Houston, outside of Texas, you have better options to watch the Rockets than a lot of people who are within the city, because you can, like I said, if I get an NBA League Pass here in Houston, you can watch the Charlotte Hornets easier than you can watch the Houston Rockets, which is it's ridiculous. How many streaming services there are for these teams, especially preseason. So let me know if you'll be watching that Pelicans game against the Rockets on Tuesday. And also, earlier in the season, there's already a lot of different trade rumors, and we've talked about this. A lot of these old episodes you can still check out. We welcome you, invite you to go back and look at the videos that we have in the archives. But Trae Young rumors keep popping up as far as if he doesn't reach a deal with the Atlanta Hawks. And Space City Scoop, James Piercy, this article was just dropped on Sunday, October 12th, as far as Bleacher Report once again. Now, linking the Rockets to Trae Young, and James thinks that the Rockets should avoid Trae Young, and I don't think that Trae Young is necessarily the best fit right now, just with the defense that the Rockets want at every position. And so far, I know it's just preseason, but really loving we're seeing out of Amin Thompson. Reed Shepard, give him some time to improve. It does look like he's improving. It does definitely look like he's improving. And, things with Şengün handling the ball a little bit, distributing, and Kevin Durant. I think that, like I said, a lot of these trades have to revisit as we start to get closer to Christmas time to see what we're thinking about this team. But I think as far as what it would take to get Trae Young, it may be a little bit too much and not really worth it. As the season goes along, we'll see what the Boston Celtics are doing. Derek White trade rumors, Jaylen Brown trade rumors, Giannis still popping up in some places. And that could be, for clickbait. I just think that for the Rockets, I'm not sure if adding that big marquee player like that's going to force you to give up Reed and Tari and a bunch of future picks and even more, Jabari. I don't think that that's really the direction that this team needs to go in right now. But let me know any trade scenarios or trade rumors and things that you guys have out there. Let me know what you think. But I do think that right now, we talked about most of the guys, really everybody that is tradable. I hate to call them expendable, but everybody that you can really kind of see being traded can't really be traded until December. So not expecting any trades anytime soon, any major trades. I definitely think there's going to be some tweaks to this roster, but not right away. Or I should more so say not in a major way right away. All right, Rockets history, let's get back to that. 2018, 2019, we're probably getting now into the history that anybody watching more familiar with. This was following that 65-17 season, 7-game series loss to the Golden State Warriors. This was the year of the brief Carmelo Anthony experiment, which really still confuses me to this day. Not the fact that the Rockets brought in Melo, But you brought in Melo knowing the type of player he was. You didn't really want to shoot the mid-range jumpers. You wanted to shoot just threes and layups. And you gave Carmelo Anthony 10 games and released him at 34 years old. Had a couple decent games in there. Was he the best fit? No, but after just 10 games, I think that would have been... I don't understand the point there in getting rid of Carmelo Anthony like the Rockets did, but they did. And this was a season where the Rockets finished with the 4th seed in the West, 53-29. Ended up losing that year in the playoffs to the Golden State Warriors. This was the year that the Warriors actually lost to the Toronto Raptors. This was the Kawhi Leonard Toronto Raptors championship season. Rockets beat the Utah Jazz 4-1 in the first series. Second round, lost to the Warriors in 6 games. Lost the first 2 games. Then knotted it up at 2-2 before losing. Now, this was James Harden, who was second in MVP that year. Thought he should have been first. 36.1 points per game for James Harden that season, along with 7.5 assists per game and 6.6 rebounds. Clint Capella, 16.6 points per game and 12.7 rebounds on the season. Eric Gordon has 16.2 points per game. Chris Paul, 15.6 points per game, 8.2 assists for the Rockets that season. But one thing big that highlights for me, what did you guys think? I know that it's time has passed, but what did you guys think about the whole Carmelo Anthony situation that year? I mean, is this something that would have brought the Rockets over the table to win the championship? I mean, the easy answer is to say that it probably would not have, but still, the fact that didn't really give it much of a chance. It's almost like, why did you bring the man in the first place? So I know the Rockets didn't get any love or, notice as far as at the Carmelo Anthony Hall of Fame speech. Thanks so much for watching. I'm David Delano. Go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That is the way that we grow. Definitely would appreciate it. Leave me any comments that you have about trade rumors for the Rockets. Let me know of any predictions that you have for the game against the Utah Jazz. I'll be back tomorrow. I know it's preseason, but I'll go ahead and give my prediction against the spread for the Houston Rockets game, and let me know how you guys will be watching. Once again, I am David Delano. This is brought to you by Fan Art. You guys can also follow me on X at Get Sports Strong, where I talk about all different sports, not just the NBA, but excited about the NBA coming back. Be safe out there. God bless and have a great day.